Hello, and welcome to Teresa's Journal. So, the update. I'm doing great. Have all my kids here. We've been working on organizing the garage, and need to do some work on my bedroom. Have a few voices as normal, but they're saying nice things to me. I'm very lucky for this, folks. So, I count my blessings there. And my daughter, whose symptoms I don't share because she does not want me to share them. I wish I could. Kyle, tell your story one day, honey. The world needs to hear it. Kyle's sleeping. Sleep schedule's totally reversed. I've talked to many other moms who've said that their teenagers are doing the same thing and that it's normal behavior. So that makes me feel a little bit better. It does. And my 15-year-old's doing great. We're gonna play Monopoly tonight. He loves playing games. So Saturday nights we often play games. We do some form of family activity on Saturday nights. Either a movie or a game or hot tub time, family hot tub time. We actually call it Forced Family Fun Time when we all get together, which I think is really funny. Forced Family Fun Time. But honestly, it's really important to spend time together as family if you want to build bonds that last over time. If you want your kids to come back to you and visit you when you're older, you have to do things with them when they're younger. Okay. My littlest one, I took a nap, which felt great. I recommend everybody take a nap. I took a nap for a couple hours and I woke up and I went out to the garage and all my boys were out there. My husband was organizing and my two boys were playing sword fighting together. And whenever I see my boys playing together, they're like 8 years apart. It warms my heart. I'm like, oh, yay. I want them to have a good relationship with each other. And have that bond for life. I'm sure every mom feels that way about their children. Looking forward to you and being an uncle, and me being a grandma. So a lot of pressure on my 17-year-old and 15-year-old. I just can't wait to be a grandma. Don't give me college as an excuse. I did it. Kids in college at the same time. Come on. Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't. Go to college and focus on college and then have your children. I did it wrong. Took on too many things at once and I broke. Too much stress. Too much stress. Not good for you. So Saturday is my Sabbath. It's Matt's family Sabbath, being Adventist, and Saturday makes sense to me as the day of rest. Sunday as the first day the sun was created. So Saturday would be the day of rest, Sabbath. So happy Sabbath, everybody. I actually watched a live stream today and they talked about a Seventh-day Adventist live stream church. And they talked about how it's our actions that we're judged by, not the lip service we give to the church. So you can't just go to church and say, oh, yes, I believe in God. You have to be walking the walk and talking the talk of Jesus, or whatever figure you choose to look at as a role model for good behavior in your religion. For Christianity, it's Jesus who's the role model of good behavior. So, I know I said I was going to do sort of a religious thing on the weekends, but honest to Pete, every single show I pray, every single show I bring up the importance of spirit. In medical school, they always talked about mind, body, spirit. So we got taught a lot about the body, very little about the mind, and damn near nothing about the spirit. And that was a naturopathic medical school. So mind, body, spirit, whoever's saying that, have them define what they mean. Ask them how they're actually supporting you spiritually. And in which way are you supporting the spiritual well-being of your patients? It'll be interesting to see what responses. Most hospitals have reverends or pastors, chaplains. My cigarette went out because I'm talking so much. Is that a sign not to smoke? Oh, I'm not supposed to smoke on these, see? Okay, I'll put it down. I want to give you some background information on me. Now, my mom also struggles with mental health issues. For those who've been watching, it runs in my family. When I was a little girl, a lot of her delusions revolved around me, but they would cycle between horrific and wonderful. So I was either, she thought that she had got impregnated by the seed of the devil, that God had done this to her to punish her sins. And I was that offspring, and she used to call me the devil spa. Little devil spa. Spawn. The little devil spawn. That's what I said. A little devil spawn. Or I was angelic. And I was an angel. So it was very hot or cold for me. And for a long time I was very, very paranoid and angry. I was very angry. It was hard for me to leave my purse in a room, even with people I knew. I would feel like I shouldn't because they might look through it. Not that I had anything to hide. I had a hard time with relationships, though I have a few very good friends I've had for a very long time. And I am happily married now for 11 years, so I did figure out how to make a good relationship work. I've had many good relationships. I just didn't know how to make them work. It takes a lot of cultivation to have a good marriage. It's work. People are like, oh, if it just doesn't come easy and naturally. Conversations should feel comfortable and natural. But there's still a lot of work that goes into having a good relationship, having good communication. But it's well worth it. So I gave you an update. Do your research on 5-HTP. And 5-HTP is the precursor to tryptophan. And tryptophan, it's not the precursor to tryptophan, it's a derivative of tryptophan. And tryptophan is the precursor to serotonin. And 5-HTP can just pick you up and make you feel a little bit better. And sometimes I'll use it if I'm feeling a little bit low to get me through a rough period. If you're on a antipsychotic medication, or most importantly, if you're on an antidepressant, specifically SSRIs, you have to be very careful. So don't take a whole bunch and take it for a long period of time, because you can get what's called serotonin syndrome, which is very serious. It's rare, but it's very serious. And you can look that up, what that is, serotonin syndrome. I'll have to read up on it before I could talk about it with any kind of intelligence. It's been a while since I've reviewed the material on it. Yahweh, thank you for a good day. Thank you for my nap. Thank you for my kids. Thank you for Forced Family Fun Time. Thank you for board games. Thank you for all the people who went out to protest and made a huge headway in America. Help me find a good place to volunteer, and where I can do the best with 4 hours a week of my time to some kind of a advocacy group or nonprofit that's working to eliminate the disparities between the haves and have-nots. Thank you for all you do. Love you. May Yahweh be with you.